I'm Michael Adams.
And I'm Dan Finch.
Live at 5, this is The Hour. On this evening's show, we meet the man running to be your LGBTQ officer in the Salford student elections.
Our George is going carving mad.
We take a look back at last year's spooktacular Halloween episode. Plus, you'll have another chance to catch our interview with Mairead Martin from Channel 4's The Circle.
And we take a look at the Halloween in the City event that happened in Manchester last weekend. But first, we're joined in the studio by George Simister, sorry about that, who's got a very special pumpkin carving challenge.
Oh, come on, George, head over here.
On.
Bring your pumpkin with you. We can't miss that. Right, come and join us.
Come and join. Where are we sitting?
Where we sit.
Squeeze in.
Squeeze in, right.
We're
So,
all friends here.
We've set you on a very special challenge, George.
Yes,
now,
you have.
What we've done is, with about half an hour till we went on air, we've given George a pumpkin and we've told him that he has to carve it. Now, you've already hollowed it out.
Yeah.
It's a good start.
Good
Done a
start.
very good job, actually.
Yeah.
Have you kept the top, though?
No.
Are you going to need the lid?
He hasn't thought of that.
haven't
He
thought
hasn't
that
thought of
far
that.
ahead.
But we have given you some very top quality knives today.
We have.
We
yeah.
have.
Oh, and it's sliding in right now.
There we go.
Look
As
at
we
this
speak.
knife right here. Wow, I'm such a makeup artist. This is a very, very sharp knife, so you need to be very
I know.
careful.
Yeah.
I'm going to be very careful with this.
Yeah. So there's no chance of hurting yourself with that blunt knife, but I'm sure you'll be able to create a nice little picture on there. I'm sure you
Yeah.
will. Have you got any ideas so far?
I was thinking of maybe doing the Hour logo, but
The Hour
Ooh,
logo?
I
that
like
may
that.
be a bit ambitious considering.
It might.
You've only got an hour.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe you could do like me or Dan's faces.
oh, I gotta do my face.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be
My face on a
challenge,
pumpkin.
I'd
That's
say.
a seller, that is.
I might have to give that a go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Save some of that, you know, like the gunk from inside of it, because
What, and
there's
have
a
it
strong
splurting out?
beard game going on today between me and Dan.
Oh, I'm winning.
So we could actually keep some of that gunk and stick it on the outside of the pumpkin.
We'll have to see
The
if
stuff
we
that
can do
comes out of my mouth, if you do me, bit of pumpkin
Exactly.
coming out.
Yeah.
Make it just like.
Now, I am loving George's hat.
Thank you very
It
much.
is
Yeah.
very fancy, very festive. I just need to check how high the head went.
Can you just show us this? We'll just show you what
Go on
you've done so far, your progress. So he's already hollowed it out, as we can see right there.
Oh,
He's
it's a little
chopped
bit left, just hang in there.
just a little bit here. So he's done a good job hollowing it out so far. I'm looking forward to seeing what design he's got on that pumpkin. So I'm thinking...
All right, which side are you going to use?
Yeah.
That's the important bit.
I think this side
This
looks
bit.
the best. Yeah.
That side?
Yeah.
Yeah, my face on that side. I'm really behind this idea of you
your
using my
face.
face.
Either me or
I'm really
Dan,
behind it.
and I fully expect you to use some of this gunk.
This gunk coming out
to
the mouth.
pretend
You haven't done
to-
the best job of getting it out, honestly. There's a few seeds left in there. So
It was very last minute though. to be fair.
It was very last minute, and we have given you 4 blunt knives.
we did have
do
to
that.
run
yeah.
about an hour ago
So,
to the local
um,
shop to grab this.
Yeah.
So,
So we won't blame you if it isn't the best Halloween pumpkin that you've done. But I'm putting full trust in you,
yeah,
George.
I believe
You could
you've got
even
this.
do. This is an idea. You could even do a witch's face and put your hat on. Bear with me with this one. On top of the pumpkin.
Ooh,
Absolutely
that's interesting.
genius.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I'll have to give that a
But
go.
I
brilliant.
tell you what, I won't lie. I would love to see the Hour logo. I would.
It'd be
I'd
difficult.
love to see it. So we're going to send you off with this, George.
Okay.
Take
Thank you
this,
very much.
head
Off you
off.
pop.
Thank you.
Now, we couldn't make an episode of The Hour without our amazing team. So here is a behind the scenes.
We're going to look back to episode 1 of The Hour with Rachel and David. And we're now joined by Joe Wilmot, a member of our very own team who this year is running to be your LGBT officer and NUS delegate in the Salford student elections.
Come, Joe. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
And
Hello.
he's wearing a lovely
I
hat,
know,
I
Ben-
must add. He's getting in
on
the
a hat.
Halloween spirit,
I
isn't
sat
he?
on a hat.
Why have you got a
How
woolly
does it
hat
look?
on
Can I
in
s-
this studio? It's
Oh.
not that cold.
Ben just sort of came up to me and just like put something on my head. And I can see.
You look
myself in
amazing.
the
Why have I
reflection.
got something on my head?
Well, so what, you have it.
Oh,
You have it. It will suit
thanks,
you better.
Joe.
Hat on a hat.
Right, that's me for the night.
Loving that.
Okay.
So,
Right, you.
welcome, Joe. Welcome.
Yeah.
We're in the
Thank you.
Halloween spirit.
Thank
We're
you.
getting
It's weird.
carried away here,
I know,
aren't
it's nice
we?
being on this side of the glass instead
It
of
is.
Yeah,
the
you're,
super ones.
you're normally over there doing
We've
all,
just seen you in
talking
that
in the
VT,
ear.
haven't we? Yeah.
It's like a nagging noise
Yeah.
here all the time.
And now you're going to be nagging right in front of us.
I know,
Yeah.
exactly.
So-
nagging with purpose.
So, Joe, obviously, you kick-started your whole campaign.
I thought you said UKIP started. I was like, what?
Well,
UKIP
no,
did not start my
we won't
campaign, I
mention
tell
them. You kick-started your campaign by saying what qualifies you is the fact that you're gay, and also you have a rainbow watch strap, which he does have on
I
right
do.
now.
I actually
Yeah,
have it
nice
on right
little
now.
close-up on
You
this,
see that?
And-
Do you want me to get?
lovely.
Come on,
That
zoom
is
in on
lovely.
that. Come
You
on,
see that?
zoom in on that.
Yeah.
Isn't that a stunner?
See, one of the things I actually said in that in my Instagram post was that alone qualifies me because, to be honest, like it wasn't it was kind of a joke, but the reason I said it was because you don't have to be a qualified person to do any of the positions, and you don't have to have any sort of merit. I said that because I was a gay man, I could do the job. But
You know what it reminded me of? Have you seen Matt Lucas and David Walliams Come Fly With Me?
yes.
Oh.
When she is auditioning for the role of, well, she's just a higher position within the airport, and she says, they asked me a question in a job interview, and it was, so what makes you fit for this job? And she says, well, I'm a good people person because I am myself a person. That reminds me
me.
very much of
That's
that.
what I would say in an interview.
Yeah, literally. And the thing as well is that you could be a straight person and still go for this, but there are 3 people going for it. There's me, and I was going to name the other 2 people, but I feel like I'm not going to because I want you to vote for me instead.
Oh, I'm loving,
Vote for him.
But
loving the rivalry here.
I know, but
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
they are good candidates, and you could be a straight person and still go for the position. You don't have to be a gay man, which is the thing in this whole PC, very, dare I say it, very lefty society.
Yeah.
Everyone's just getting way too worked up about things and being very sort of sensitive, snowflake-esque.
So, would you say you're bringing the fun into politics?
I'd like to think
Yeah.
so, yeah, because anyone who knows me, like the team in here today, I get a lot done. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
do,
literally,
we do.
we
we
sat
got a
here,
lot done today. Let me tell
literally in the
you.
space of about an hour and a half, we managed to plan an hour show.
Yeah.
So,
if you
Yeah.
need a job doing,
Get
we're
Joe.
lots of man.
so that was one of my policies as well. Was that if you need something doing, like from the university side, then I'm definitely the man to do it. So, and obviously I care a lot about LGBT rights as well. I think it's so important. We've had a massive turning point in the past couple of years for LGBT rights as well. But obviously there is still a way to go. It's not 100% perfect. But that's the thing I love about Manchester and especially Salford is that because, I mean,
Yeah.
Salford took part in the Pride March, for example.
So you're saying that you're very different to the other candidates.
Yeah.
What sets you aside from them?
In terms of being an NUS delegate, the fact that I'm not a politician
Yeah.
is a massive point.
Yeah.
Because there's John Connor Lyons who's going for it as well. He's, if you don't know him, he's the Sabasko
He is a
officer.
politician, isn't
He
he?
is, he is
He's pretty-
literally
I've seen
a
him,
Labour
he's very
politician.
politician,
And this,
like-
this is the thing that concerns you, right? He's a Labour politician. He's going to be going to the NUS conference
Yeah.
and is going to be talking about all of these views and putting forward these views towards the NUS committee and voting on these things. But how... I don't think he can put his political opinions aside.
Do you not think that would necessarily help him? That he's sort of got this idea of how this sort of politics works, and maybe some of it could come across and help him to cover that sort of
What,
thing?
in terms of personal development?
Well, not his personal development, but
No,
but
with the
changing
role-
things
with the role
within
as
Oh, I see,
university.
LGBTQ officer.
Oh, right, yeah. So, yeah, obviously it's me and 2 other people going for LGBT officer, and then there's me and about 9 or 10 other candidates going for the NUS delegate, and obviously they get 5 elected. The one, I said earlier that my tactic is I don't talk about my policies because I shouldn't have policies,
Yeah.
really. So I really shouldn't have policies because the point of NUS delegate is to go to the conference and have listened to what the university wants
Yeah.
as a whole. The only thing that I'm going to be putting forward is a Saxit referendum.
And what's that?
So
Sorry, I do not know this sort of thing.
Salford's exit from the NUS.
Right.
So you don't, so okay, so this is very different.
Yeah.
Expecting this. So you don't like the fact that we have our association with the NUS?
It's not the fact that I don't like we have an association with it. The NUS is a very judgmental, very hypocritical and divisive organisation, and it really doesn't do much for students apart from get us a discount card. Now, the best thing about it is that even if we left the NUS, we'd still get our discount.
Uni days.
Uni days.
I feel like uni days
and
gives
we
you
still
more
get
as
the
well.
totem card and NUS cards and that sort of thing. So we wouldn't be losing out on anything. But I personally am not a fan of the current president, Shakira Martin. I think she's quite divisive, and I think she's got some quite strong views. But my view on the NUS is that they shouldn't have views. Politicians should not have personal views. They shouldn't. It should be the views of the majority of their
So
constituency.
you heard it here first. NUS exit.
NUS
NUS
exit.
How'd you spell that?
NUS exit. Not
Yeah.
I couldn't say sexit.
No.
That wouldn't work. So I
quite,
went with
no.
saxit, but I need to come up with something else, like.
Something a little bit better, yes.
So I'm going to
Soul
interject.
leave.
You told us earlier that you have no specific points towards your manifesto. So what are you going to bring to the role if you are elected on Friday?
So this is the reason, like I've said, that I don't have personal points like that or anything is because I'm not a politician. That's the way it should work. I know it sounds so cliche, and about 5 other people have used it, and I spoke about the fact that people have been cliche and used it, and like, oh, my job is to get your voice heard. I want to make Salford hold the NUS accountable and this that. There's no point in that. It's just wishy-washy, meaningless statements, and that's at no particular candidate. But I can actually get things done from the inside as well, and there'll be five delegates in total, and hopefully I'll be one of them.
Out of how many again? So it's 5 out of...
I think there's 9 or 10 going
Oh,
for the
okay. So it's
position.
pretty good odds for whoever goes
pretty good
up.
odds. But yeah.
And we know just how passionate you are about the School of Arts and Media. What will you do for students that are studying like us here at Media City?
A damn sight more than the current sabbatical officer. How about that?
What haven't they done then?
Yeah.
What is it that you want them to do?
So this is the thing. The School of Arts and Media SAB at the moment, if you look at his manifesto points, none of them are related to the School of Arts and Media. They're all about sanitary products. And don't get me wrong, the things I'm about to say, they're all good things.
Yeah.
They should be being done. But that's for someone else.
Do you want all of that and more?
What? Free sanitary products?
No.
Well, obviously
Obviously, that doesn't really apply
Yeah.
to me. Doesn't really apply to me. But
No.
we should definitely be having things like free sanitary
Yeah.
products.
Yes.
But when it comes to the School of Arts and Media, we need to be having things like more funding, and we need to have
Specific to the department.
specific points
Yeah.
for us here.
Yeah.
That was my main pet peeve with that. So, yeah. The thing I wanted to say as well, like my tactic was, I don't really have main points, but I'll tell people the reasons why they shouldn't vote for other people.
Yeah.
Some people are going to look at me and think, well, that's a horrible thing to do.
Well, it's a
not
very different way
nice
of going around
It's
it.
a different way of doing
It reminded me
things.
very much of elections within the US.
Yeah,
When did you
definitely,
see
between-
Trump versus Hillary.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very you versus the
Are you
world.
calling me Donald Trump?
Calling you
Or-
Hillary.
Oh, maybe Hillary
Good.
Clinton. Yeah.
But yeah, so there's one point that I just want to bring up though.
Very quickly.
Very quick
Very
point.
quickly.
Francesca Barnes, right? She said that the University of Salford is one of the smallest universities. We need to get our voices heard. We're actually number 41 in the list of 166 with an enrolment rate of 20,000, which is a damn sight larger than many.
That's a great thing.
We're going to have to stop you there, I'm afraid, Joe.
Just a disclaimer as well, all of those opinions are Joe's opinions
Yes.
and not of the university.
Well, best of luck, Joe. And if you do want to vote, it closes tomorrow at 4 p.m, so get your votes in very, very quick. Now, we're going to turn back the clocks to exactly a year ago today when The Hour, they're known as Chatterboxes, presented to you our first Halloween extravaganza.
Now, before we welcome us some very special guests, let's take a look back at the episode that will never be forgotten. Okay.
Oh. Well, it's very apt, really, that we've got Joe on the sofa still, because Joe was part of that last year.
Oh, I think we have actually gone to it now. We've gone to it.
Hi, Madison.
And I'm Reese. Welcome to our newly formatted show, run and created by university first-year students.
Today we've got a jam-packed Halloween special. So welcome to Chatterboxes.
Enjoy the show!
Welcome to Chatterboxes, bringing you top-notch Saturday night entertainment.
On a Tuesday afternoon.
I'm Reese Parry.
And I'm Madison Radford, and we're coming to you live from Media City, UK.
It's October 31st, and as it's our first show, we thought we'd kick the series off in style with a Halloween extravaganza.
So without further ado, let's take a look at what's coming up on today's programme.
Owen checks out some pampered pooches at a fancy dress dog show.
Carrie and Oliver go head-to-head in a pumpkin carving battle.
Chrissy takes to the streets to find out what people really think of Halloween.
And there'll be a live studio debate on whether Halloween is a bit of fun or just plain ghoulish. But first, what better way to kick off the series than with some adorable dogs parading around in Halloween costumes? Because, let's be honest, who doesn't love dogs?
We sent Carrie and Owen to the city centre for an absolute cuteness overload.
So we're here at the Manchester Halloween Dog Show. There's plenty of dogs here, so let's get involved. As well as dogs, the event also saw many owners show off their best Halloween costumes, like this incredible rainbow stormtrooper and matching Princess Leia outfit. With this many adorable dogs on show, I just couldn't help myself but to get stuck in. There are a total of 3 prizes up for grabs at the show. Best owner and dog costume won by Little Red Riding Hood team Saffron and Zeus. Scariest costume won by Phil in his massive spider costume, and of course the grand prize of best dog in show. This year's winner was Libby with her amazing Princess Leia costume. The show will make its return next year as a part of Manchester's annual Halloween in the City event. You beat barking mad not to go.
That was so adorable.
I can't go.
I love how the owners dress up as well, it's so cute.
That'd be me. But yeah, so we've got an absolute treat. We're going live to Owen outside. He joins Emma and Phil, who are both at the competition on Saturday. Hi, Owen.
So I'm here just outside Media City with the amazing Phil and his lovely owner, Emma. So Emma, how long have you owned Phil?
I've owned him for 4 years now.
Amazing. And when did you start entering dog shows?
Well, I can't enter the formal shows like Crufts because he's neutered, so you can't show your dog in proper dog shows, but the standard like community dog shows since he was a puppy.
And when did you hear about the Halloween dog show?
I think I saw it on, I don't know if it was Unilad or somewhere shared it on Facebook, and then we went from there.
And what gave you the idea for the costume? I mean, it's amazing, it's so well made.
Well, you have to make them because they don't come in Malamute size, but we saw a YouTube video of spider pranks. So it was spiders, dogs dressed as spiders scaring loads of people in America, and then we tried to copy it and film it ourselves. So yeah, that was it.
And how did you make it?
So it is piping from B&Q, just foam piping. It's got a cushion stuffed in there, and this was a old blanket that we got from I think Home Bargains originally. And then this is a GoPro harness that's holding it all together. So, yeah.
Wow, it is amazing. It's definitely worthy of winning the scariest dog. Yeah, do you have any plans for next year to enter again next year?
Yeah. So well, for this year we've got a the wolf and the 3 pigs. Little 3 pigs. Yeah. What is it? The little 3 pigs and the big bad wolf.
Oh,
that's
big bad
it.
wolf,
Yeah. So he's going to be that with the children. We go trick or treating every year, so we did this trick or treating last year. He's going to be the big bad wolf this year. We've got like a lion's mane, but a white lion's mane to go around him to make him look a little scary. And yeah, that'll be this year. Next year, not so sure yet. We'll think of something.
Can't give us the insight, no.
Not yet. No.
Thank you very much. That's all from us. Back to you, Madison. Back to Madison and Reese in the studio.
Oh, I'm so jealous of Owen. I can't believe we got to
fluffy.
interview her. But yes, so here on Chatterboxes, our views and opinions matter, so we want to hear from you.
Head over to our Twitter page at UOS Chatterboxes and let us know your thoughts on our poll as to whether you think Halloween is childish and you're too old for it now, or you still love it no matter what age you are.
Still love it.
Now, nobody likes to eat their vegetables, but at Halloween, we get an excuse to destroy them in the name of fun.
We challenge 2 experts to ultimate pumpkin carve-off.
But who will be crowned king or queen of the carvers, and who will be caught with the seeds showing?
There can only be one winner.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Chatterbox's first annual pumpkin carving competition. On my left, I have Carrie, the werewolf Morris, and on my right, I have Oliver. So we're going to be doing a speed carving competition. Of course, we're going to be turning on the lights. Please be careful with knives, kids. And yeah, let's cue the lights. Let's get this going.
Let's go.
Who are you imagining these to be, guys?
I've met a lot of awful pumpkins in my day, so this goes to every pumpkin that's ever been to me. And you, Tommy Smith, primary school.
Tommy Smith.
Can't get that. Oh, the smell of Halloween.
Mess about with your pen if you're about freehand. I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Here we go.
You just get coffee now.
I mean,
It's funny watching you try. Just look for the big groove. Yeah, there we go. Right, okay, here we go. I'm coming back over. Okay, the pumpkins are now finished, and we're going to do the big reveal. So let's bring the camera in, and do the old. You can do. You guys are going to do the turning bit. 3, 2, 1, and turn. You've overturned. We have to do it. 3, 2, 1, turn.
I mean, they've probably done a lot better job than I would have done, but anyway, for most people, Halloween is just a bit of fun. But for some, it's more than a trick than a treat. Joining us in the studio, we have Zaid and Greg. Now, Zaid, what is it about Halloween that you don't like?
Halloween is, to me, a very pointless holiday. It encourages some of the worst aspects of our society with nothing in return. We trick or treat, and we trick people, and we cause public damage, and statistics show that public damage is up on Halloween quite significantly. And as well as that, we treat our children to the sugary treats that leave them obese.
Well, I would argue that it's entirely possible to celebrate Halloween without this highly commercialised and, as you say, potentially damaging aspect of it, which has been brought over from lots of different aspects of culture. However, when it comes to trick-or-treating in particular, it's entirely possible with adult supervision, possibly even police supervision, to have a very safe, very open, very child-friendly.
What about when adults are the ones committing these said crimes? I mean, in Salford we had an attack a few days ago, a nightclub, a Halloween Saturday night, and an acid attack occurs.
Well, in that case, I would argue that it's less about the holiday itself and more about simply these criminals doing things that they otherwise would have done.
Surely we're giving criminals an excuse to wear masks and go and rob houses. I mean, burglaries are up on Halloween, and surely it seems more damaging than anything else, Gregory.
They don't need an excuse. If we are talking about the holiday itself, it's a very child-friendly celebration.
It's not just children celebrating, Greg, is it?
We don't need to... It's very difficult, of course, when talking about a holiday and discussing
So we just need to wrap this up. It's a really good argument, and it's really debate. I know it's probably catching a lot of people's thing, but the thing is, it's just not just our studio guests whose opinions are to care about. So we sent Chrissy on a trip around campus to find out what the public really think of Halloween.
I'm Chrissy Ford, and I'm here to find out what the public think of Halloween.
Let's go. What's your opinion on Halloween?
I think Halloween's really good because it gives people a chance to dress up and go to events and like meet new people and stuff.
I absolutely love Halloween. I think it's mint. I love getting dressed up, and like I said, it's an excuse to get mortal as well.
Frightening.
Very frightening.
Very frightening.
Do you get scared?
Yes.
What's your favourite thing to dress up as? Do you think you've outgrown Halloween?
I'd say so, yeah, the excitement's definitely gone.
So I'm going to ask you a series of questions and you've got 3 seconds to answer them. Okay. Where do pumpkins originate from? 1, 2, 3.
America? A field. Africa? America?
Spain.
Spain.
In grass.
Yes, in grass. What colour's a pumpkin? 3, 2, 1.
Orange.
3.
Orange. Orange.
I was about to say pink.
Sweets, vodka, it's party.
Right, that's it. Thank you so much.
I love that. Okay, so the results have just come back into the Twitter poll, and it looks like it's 79% of the people involved love Halloween, whilst 21% hate it.
I mean, hey, it's a surprise, to be honest.
Yeah, I love a bit of Halloween.
And I love a bit of Halloween fun. That's just about all the time we've got for today, but do be sure to join us again next week, same time, same place.
In the meantime, be sure to follow us on our Twitter for updates on all things Chatterboxes, plus information on how you can get involved.
Have a good Halloween and we'll see you next week. Bye!
Happy memories. I miss Chatterboxes so much, Dan.
I don't remember
Missed out on it.
I was a young boy back then.
Well, you were. Now, we are extremely lucky to be joined by the presenters who you saw in that wonderful episode just there. Madison Radford and Reese Parry, I believe, are on the line somewhere.
Wow. That's some magic,
That's magic, isn't it?
I love TV.
We love technology. So, firstly, guys, I've got to introduce you to our Dan here.
Hello.
As you can see, we are your replacements.
Well, we're great.
Look
It's
at her, she's shaking
happening.
her head. She's not happy. She's not happy. Now, that episode was iconic for a lot of reasons. Can we just talk about... I mean, who doesn't love Halloween? Can we get a reenaction of that, Reese? Wonderful, wonderful. And not only...
We just made that comedic effect. No, we just had to make each other laugh and everything else. So.
You did. You just powered through, didn't you? Well, imagine what it was like back then. You were doing a 12-minute show. We are now doing an hour-long show.
We've got the big boy show now.
We have.
Do you know what I mean?
We've grown up.
Wow. Oh, that makes me feel old.
So, Madison, we have to mention that debate.
We very interested. Very interested.
You were loving it, weren't you? That we had those lovely two gents sat here, and you were looking over there. You were
through the
with
window.
fairies.
Can I bring some context to this?
Go on then.
No. Right. Basically, I could hear voices in my ear.
Oh, ready.
So I could hear voices in my ear, not because just because I could hear people in the studio talking to me, and I was trying to work out what they were saying.
Me
so I was
all the
looking
time.
at the studio and not to the guests. I know it's a bit amateur of me, but I didn't realise how that would look on camera. So.
Well, it looked great.
You would never get that with us two.
No, not at all.
No.
Oh no.
Now, another thing worth mentioning was that impressive drone shot at the very beginning.
Was that legal?
Well, there's a bit of a funny story behind that, actually, isn't it? And I'm sure you guys can recall it.
Yeah, it was.
Wait till you hear this one.
Well, it was our first time as Chatterboxes doing it.
Yeah.
We didn't realise what we needed to do certain stuff.
Yeah.
We just nearly got kicked off.
Not literally, but.
And it was our George who's on doing his pumpkin at the minute. He was the one doing those drone shots.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a talent.
He has.
That sounded so horrible. He's got more. He's got other talents too, I'm sure.
Not only can he carve pumpkins, but he can also.
With a blunt knife.
There we are.
Oh, he's doing well. Oh, what's that little shape he's got? Oh.
So moving backwards to last year's Chatterboxes. We had, of course, Henry and we had Carrie and Oliver carving pumpkins. They were pretty good, weren't they? But they were doing them back in Peel Park, and as we can see, you guys aren't in Peel Park right now. Where are you?
No. I was never in Peel Park.
Never.
Was
I? No, neither of you
out.
were in Peel Park. I forget that. Reese commuted last year, and Madison lived in John Lester Eddie Coleman.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
So how are you finding your new digs this year? How are you finding your new digs this year?
Oh, I'm loving it. We're living our best lives, living together.
Living the best life.
Living the best life. We love that.
I'm going to put that on my wall. Living the best life. It's student accommodation.
Have you got any tips that'll get us through the next
banner on.
26 minutes of the hour?
That's all we've got left. Flying by.
Really?
Have you got any tips, guys?
I'd say, genuinely, the best TV comes from the mistakes or the improvisation.
There's going to be plenty of them, don't you worry.
Our first episode, it's
I'm waiting to see what George's pumpkin looks like myself. I still think we might lose a finger or two from George with that really blunt knife.
And also,
now, me and Dan, although we are fantastic, we what were you saying, Ree? Sorry.
I was saying also, if you're presenting with Madison, don't let her be in the middle because this is what's happened.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
I've been like this the whole episode.
Listen, she knows what she wants and she knows how to get it.
Exactly, yeah. She's a woman with her own mind. So as you can see, we are sat here, but it's just not the same without
There's a
you
lot
guys.
of empty room.
There is. Will you come down and visit us and perhaps present an hour of the hour?
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
You'll be there.
Oh.
I'll hold you to that one.
Next week, was that?
Now, thank you very much for joining us. It's been wonderful and lovely, nostalgic look back at the very first ever Chatterboxes.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, it's been a pleasure, my darling.
Thank you.
Thank
Nice to meet you.
Now, yes, happy Halloween.
Oh,
Happy
yeah, I
Halloween.
forgot it's Halloween.
Yeah.
It's Christmas in my mind. Goodbye.
Right,
See you
thank
later.
you very much, guys.
Thank you for coming.
So we're going to welcome George back now, without his pumpkin for a few moments, to chat about a few Halloween stories that have been making the news. This
What, a bit of news?
We love a bit of the news, don't we? Yes. Yeah.
Well,
So,
we're news geeks, aren't we?
We've got a few very interesting Halloween stories that have appeared today.
Very interesting
now,
ones.
The first one, because I have no social life, I just sit in and watch daytime TV all day.
As
so,
do I. That's what we both did this morning.
Exactly. And believe it or not, we were watching this morning.
Separately.
Yeah.
Just the same.
Separately, yeah.
Well, no, we're Richard and Judy. We live together anyway.
I'm more of a Holly, but it's fine.
So, George, did you catch this morning today?
I didn't. I was still asleep.
You've
probably,
missed out.
when it was being shown.
They had some previous guests, just like we've had Madison and Reese.
Yeah.
They had some previous guests, Halloween-themed guests, from across the years on this morning. They are celebrating 30 years this year, and one of those guests was a lady who...
It's very interesting, this.
When she last appeared on the show, said that she'd met a ghost, a spirit...
In Australia.
In
as well.
Australia, and she'd fallen in love with them.
And brought him all the way back to England.
Followed her on the plane, and apparently they had a rather passionate affair in the plane on their way back from Australia.
She is a part of the Sky High Club.
Mile High Club.
Is it Mile High Club? I don't know. I'm innocent.
Right. So today they reunited both the woman and her spirit on the sofa.
And we've got some very exciting news about it. Are you ready for this? They're engaged.
To be married. And she wants a ghost as a baby. She wants a ghost baby.
Yeah, but apparently he's very picky, right? So she hasn't got an engagement ring yet because he can't decide what engagement ring she needs.
So this morning ran an interview with this lady and her spirit fiance.
Was the spirit present?
Oh yeah, he was sitting there.
He was sat there.
He was having a lovely time. His name's Ray. In fact, I'll show you why his name's Ray.
Okay.
Where's my phone? I've got an app.
We've got a picture of this lady.
I've got a picture
and
of Ray. Okay, which camera am I going down? This one?
Camera 3.
Get a close up on that. This is the lady. I don't know her name.
Amethyst Ray.
Amethyst, and this right here. That's Ray.
Oh,
that's
ray
Ray
of
right
light.
there. A ray of light. So
that's
Ray.
why we're calling him Ray.
Look at the happy couple.
I know.
Love that.
They'll make beautiful babies, won't they? Well, Philip
Beautiful
Schofield,
babies.
Philip Schofield didn't quite know what to make of that, and I think Rochelle Humes was a little bit puzzled as well, a bit like our George, actually.
Yeah, we were all shocked.
We were. But I wish them the best of luck for the future. I mean, I think they're a perfect
I
couple.
want wedding invites. If you're watching,
Amethyst, if you're a fan of the hour, we want invites.
We definitely need
Now,
invites.
another thing that was worth mentioning, there's been a lot of pictures around social media to do with Halloween, and one of them was, well, I'll leave it to George. Can we get it up on your phone again? Is this a crow or is it a cat?
What do you think? I'll show you the screen in a second, but just have a little look at that.
And then we'll
have a little think, and we'll just show this one to the screen as well. Where are we at? This one?
Camera 2.
Camera 2.
Get a nice zoom
Do you
on that
want
camera
to
2.
the other way? Oh, come on, all the way in.
So that looks like a crow.
That's you showed me this earlier, and I was like, that's a
way.
crow. This way?
No, the other.
What?
It's a cat.
It's a
Would you believe it?
Oh, like that.
Now I have.
see.
Believe it or not, 6 cats myself.
And do any of your cats look like crows?
They don't. However,
You're
when I
missing
go
out.
home in a few weeks' time, I think I'm going to have to...
Tilt its head to the side, get a pic. Is it a black cat?
I have I have 2 black cats.
So I feel like it wouldn't work with like a ginger cat.
Well, if it was a ginger cat, we could think to maybe like... I was going to say blue tip, but they're blue.
They're blue, it's in the name.
Maybe another bird. Now, I've been asking on social media as well if anybody has any ghost stories.
And
because
have
we love a
they-
ghost story on Halloween.
have
don't
they
we?
come through?
And they've come through in the thousands. So,
In the thousands?
So, the first one's come from Daisy. She said, me and my friends always joke that there's a ghost in my room. In my bedroom. She's got a spirit in her bedroom.
Ooh.
My room is
So
in
is the other one.
Yeah. My room's in the loft of an old house. The plant on my shelf always suddenly gets knocked off and lands perfectly on the ground. One time we knocked on the walls that lead to the old part of the loft and we heard knocks back from the other side of the wall.
Do you know what I think it is? I think she's drunk all the time.
I think it's
and
subsidence.
She's actually knocking it off and then waking up in the morning, she's like, it's on the floor. She knocked it off because she was drunk.
Well, there's more to her story. She said so much of her stuff's randomly disappeared, never to be
She's
seen
got
again.
bad flatmates then, is what we're learning from this.
Because one time her office chair was on the highest height and then it kept lowering, a bit like camera 3 at the minute, without her touching it. No matter how many times that she's put it back, it just stops. So
That's a broken chair. That's a broken chair.
It
This
is.
person has made up some rubbish.
I know.
Loving that. So thank you very much for getting in touch, guys. And keep on getting in touch with us through our social media. We're on Instagram at UOS The Hour. Now, moving onwards, downwards. We've got that lovely interview with Mairead again because...
Well, yeah. Ooh, last week, Channel 4 were not too happy with us. So, we're going to do it again.
to rerun our interview with Mairead Martin.
And hope for the best.
Yeah, and she joined Sophie and Lucy last week on The Hour. So in case you missed it, here it is.
Great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
I think I need to steal some of your flirting techniques, you know.
I don't think you'd be very successful if you used any of my techniques.
I need to steal a few as well.
They weren't really flirting techniques. At the end of the day, I was just kind of having fun. I mean, I was 57 in there. The chap, I think Dan was 24 or 25, wasn't he?
He was.
And, you know, like some people have been saying, oh, they were flirting techniques. I was just throwing about some outrageous comments. Had I flirted with him genuinely, it would have seemed very distasteful to me. I've got boys older than him.
Right.
So I just kind of wanted to make it so mad and so outrageous. It made me laugh, if nothing else.
Of course, why not? Can you
Yeah.
remind us of the age that you were playing?
I was 32. That was the age I was playing, yeah.
And if you don't mind me asking, what's your real age?
57.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, and he was 24, although I thought he was older than he was. Because when I went in, obviously being a catfish, I assumed everyone was a catfish, or kind of, I was suspicious of everybody. And I was looking for the flaws and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you see Dan's profile picture, he actually looks a lot older. I actually said that to him when I met him.
Oh, really?
So I thought he was probably about 45. So I thought the jokes that I was throwing his way,
He would understand.
He would
you
understand them a bit more, yeah.
Definitely. Can you tell me the reason why you entered the circle in the first place?
It was such a unique social experiment to get involved with, wasn't it? And I was so lucky because being so much older than all the other contestants, it was an incredible opportunity that was offered to me, and I just couldn't resist it, really. Yeah, I mean, it was challenging. And, you know, when you hear about people going on TV shows and they go, oh, it's really intense, and you think, don't be so bloody ridiculous. Crack on and get on with it. It really is intense.
Really?
Yeah.
Long hours of filming.
Just not long. It was just a whole process from start to finish. We were going into something that was so different, so unique. You couldn't anticipate how it would go and how you'd feel about it. And having the cameras on you 24/7, etc., etc. Yeah, It's pretty hard work, but it was really good fun.
But do you know what? You look so natural on there. I want to know, well, me and Soph are both so interested. Is this your first time on national television?
Yeah.
Have you done it before?
Yeah,
or?
no, never.
It's your first time?
Never done any
and
TV
how did you
before.
find it? Were you nervous? Or?
No, not at all. Don't get nervous at
It's
anything.
natural.
I actually don't. No, I don't ever get nervous for anything. I'm just kind of that kind of person. Just let it. Look, if you make a fool of yourself, and some people may think I did make a fool of myself. I got blasted on Twitter. So what? You know,
course, you just
be
get on with it,
brave,
don't
be
you?
out there, have a laugh, have fun. You know.
Exactly, and I actually do think you're very brave with the photos you chose. Where did you get those from?
Okay, so I did chose them out of many that were offered to me. There was some concern. People were thinking, oh, did I just pick them randomly? No, I didn't. Channel 4, Studio Lambert found me a whole host of people to choose from, and I chose her.
And did
above.
you have to get permission off her?
I would imagine so.
Right.
I've never met the girl. I don't know who she is. Sorry.
Have you had any contact with the girl?
No
Is she-
contact.
No.
No,
Probably for
no,
the better, though. Do you
no.
Do you think she'll know that's what?
Oh, she knows what she signed up for. I'm pretty sure she did.
Yeah.
But no, they would have got a license to use them. I don't know the procedure. There would have been a whole lot of red tape that they had to go through. So that lady would have been aware I was using those pictures.
And you mentioned social media. What's the reaction been like on social media for you?
Well, I was trending every night. I was in there. Apparently, yeah.
Love a bit of that.
I mean, I didn't even bloody know what trending meant. I was trending above Robbie Williams apparently in X Factor. I swear to God,
Claim
yeah, I
to
was
fame.
like,
Impressive.
I know, but trending for all the wrong reasons because all these trolls were like having a go about me. But yeah, you know, since it's been out, I wasn't really social media savvy. Like you guys are all immersed in the social media world, aren't you? And I was on, I was on Facebook a little bit, and that was pretty much it. I didn't have an Instagram, didn't have a Twitter, so it was all new to me. So when I came out, when I first looked at how Twitter reacted, I was a bit shocked. It took me about half an hour to kind of really grasp it and think, my gosh, do people really spend time trying to be cruel? Because that was never my intention, was to cause offence or anything. Or just like I say, that's just my humour and having fun. And anyone who knows me was saying, wow, Mairead, you're just bob on, you're just hilarious. But I didn't realise the power of social media. So, in fact, this whole experiment, social experiment, it just showed it in so many different ways. There's so many layers to social media. You can use it so positively, but it can turn, a positive thing can turn so negatively. Just
Things spread so quickly, don't they?
spread so quickly and just grow legs and one thing another.
Did you keep updated in terms of like, did you look on Twitter and see what the abuse you were getting, or did you just switch off from it?
When we were in the circle?
Yeah.
Oh, no. So the minute we go into hiding, we give up our phones. And we give up absolutely everything. We've got no contact with nothing or no one.
How long did you have your phone for then?
About 3.5 weeks.
And
oh my gosh.
How did you find that? I couldn't do that sort
Do you know what?
Right.
Well, you guys probably can't, but I kind of thought it was a bit of a luxury that people can get hold of me. So, yeah, because well, yeah, so you give up everything. So you have no idea. When you come out, you go into hiding for a little while after as well.
Oh, do you?
So, yeah, so obviously because you're still aired or there'll still be bits going on in the media about you, so you go into hiding for a couple of days.
Just for a couple of days,
Yeah,
that is?
yeah.
Okay.
So, and then you don't get your phone back until you're fine. So whatever's been played on TV, so you have the final words about you has been played, then you'll get your phone back.
Gosh.
So it's only after the whole public had seen it. And that was a really weird thing because when I was in the show, or even waiting in hiding to go into the show, I knew nothing about the show until I actually started to be part of it.
So you say you don't know anything about the you didn't know anything about the show. How did you end up being on the show then? What was that process?
Well, the studio at Lambert had got in touch with me. One of the casting directors got in touch with me because previously to...
did you apply through that or...?
No. Well, I did, then they suggested I make an application, which I did online. But I'd previously been found by the studio to do Gogglebox.
Right.
So, yeah.
Fantastic.
And that didn't work out well for whatever reason. Well, they did say last January, it's just January actually, still in 2018.
Yeah.
They just said that we've got something in the future that might work better for you. So that's how they found me, and they got in touch and asked me if I'd like to apply, and so I just did the application.
Was it quite a long process? And
no, not terribly long, quite intense again, like you're going down to London. Obviously, you go through, even though they invited me to apply, that wasn't a definite that was going to go, because thousands and thousands of people applied for this. It was so unique, it was so amazing. And it's so kind of current as well with social media. So you'd go down and do your filming and do your rehearsals or audition. Sorry, not rehearsals, audition.
What did you have to do for your audition?
Well, they talk to you for hours and hours on camera.
Really?
Yeah.
But you didn't struggle there, did you?
No, I don't. I never struggled. No, I never shut up. They were like, please, we only had 2 hours to do it. It's 4 hours later, mate. Shut up, for goodness sake. No.
Do you know what I found really interesting? You said something when, I think it was when you in there, you mentioned when you became 57, you almost became invisible.
Yeah,
Why
I did.
is that?
Okay, so when I was younger, like I used to go out quite a lot and stuff, and I live in a small village, Alderley Edge, which is quite a glamorous little
No
village.
way!
I do.
Oh, they're just up the road from me. I'm in Sutton. So
Okay,
look at
so
that.
We're almost neighbours. So, you know, you'd go out in the evening and you'd turn heads, or people would kind of look at you and say hi or whatever. Now, I know a lot of people in Alderley, so, you know, those people will still say hi, don't get me wrong, they're not ignoring me. But, you know, I'm single. I've been single for 8 years, and you'd go out and you'd be at a bar and have a glass of wine.
Do you spend a lot of time in the bubble room?
Yes, my favourite place.
See, I don't know what the bubble room
yeah,
is.
it's amazing. I recommend everyone goes
Lovely,
there. If you
that.
want to know what to do in Alderley Edge, go to the bubble room. It's the best pate in the world. But I'd be there at the bar, literally, girls, and it's going to happen to you. I hope it doesn't, but it may do. So I'd be there at the bar and be having a glass of wine or champagne or whatever I could afford on the day. And some guy would be waving or smiling, and I'd be thinking, hi, how are you? Smiling, waving back. And he's literally pushing me out the way to see the girl behind me that's 30 odd. And, you know, you think, oh no, no one's looking anymore.
Well, Mairead, I think you're fab.
Thank
You're
you.
looking fab for
Well,
57.
I love being 57. I wasn't trying
You
to be
look
32. I
amazing.
just thought, yeah, you do get a little bit invisible.
Can I ask how Dan reacted when he first saw you in person?
Okay, so when I walked into the
Yeah,
room,
how- just
he
describe
said,
the whole process.
give me a big hug.
Did he
Oh, did
yeah,
he?
yeah, he did. So he's a lovely gentleman. He's an absolutely
He looked
gorgeous
lovely,
guy.
didn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah.
We were saying that.
So yeah, so
he
we
wasn't
just sat
really
down.
that annoyed with you
No,
for being a
no.
girl?
I mean, there was obviously there's a lot of things he was
Here
saying
he
as
is.
well.
Here's Dan. Hiya.
Oh, hi Dan. How are
Lovely
you doing?
Dan.
He's a super gentleman.
Sorry, what were you saying?
So he wasn't annoyed. I mean, he hadn't
Yeah.
he hadn't vested any kind of emotion into our chats. It was just silly banter. You know what I mean?
course.
You know, the date we went on, the public shows at, and it was just silly fun.
Yeah.
And he was coming back with silly fun things as well.
Yeah.
So no, there was nothing invested. So he wasn't hurt or, you know. In fact,
Good.
he did tell me a story. And when I was
Have
saying
you
to him-
kept in touch with Dan or not?
with everybody, yeah.
everyone?
Yeah, it's really
Oh, how
quite
lovely.
unique because we did the live final, and obviously we hadn't met these people, but there was just something that kind of bonded us together. It was really very strange. Strong personalities, probably, going through such a unique thing together. So yeah, I've kept in touch with all of them. We did the live final, and then of course we did the screening of the Uncovered show. So we had a rap party that night, so that was a bit of fun.
Can I have final question?
Go on.
Is there anything that Channel 4 didn't show that happened?
Any juicy gossip or anything?
Go on, you can tell us.
No juicy gossip that I can give away. I'll tell you what.
Oh.
Tell you,
thinking,
Freddie.
thinking.
No, I'm not thinking, but Freddie was great fun.
Freddie? In
I
what
know
way?
you guys all saw that crazy Freddie,
Yeah.
but let me tell you, that guy is fantastic and he is crazy, and I hope he has a great career in TV because actually in the circle itself, when you had the group chats, he really kept the mood up. He was really... So what you saw with Freddie from the public is exactly what the essence of Freddie that we got on the
good.
chat.
So you
I'm
It was
going
so
to cut in.
hilarious,
I'm going
he
to
was
cut
so
in.
funny.
Were you happy with the winner? One last question. Yes or no?
Yes, because
Yes.
I've catfished
Brilliant.
and I know how difficult that must have been for Alex.
There you go.
It's really, really hard trying to be someone else.
Thank you so
No
much
problem.
for
It's lovely
joining us,
to come
Mairead.
here. Nice to meet you guys as well.
Well, we've been sent lots of lovely Halloween pictures here at the Hour. Getting
We
right
have.
in the spirit. Thanks to our viewers. We've got a couple of them on the
Shall I have a
screen
look at
here.
them?
Now let's have a look.
Oh, are they on the
Swivel
screen yet?
round.
Oh, hello.
So.
Oh, we know her.
We know her.
That's our Luce, that is. Our
Lucy and Olivia.
fashionista.
Looking fabulous there. Have we got the next one?
Oh.
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 Well.
Oh, okay.
Looking very stock imagey. I'm
Very-
loving
very
that.
stock, very stock.
Maybe if George hasn't carved yet, then that could be an idea. 1%.
Yeah, there you go, George.
My current phone battery.
Ooh.
That's Laura Burns. As
Oh,
I said
I
earlier.
thought we just nicked this off like randomly. Hi, Laura. If you're
Channeling
watching.
her inner Bet Lynch with a
Oh,
leopard print there.
Somebody's
loving
been
that.
drinking the old beer.
Yes.
Love that.
Oh,
there you go, George. Have a look at that one. That's a
Another
witch doing
potential.
something.
Oh.
Oh, that's me in the mornings.
That was us 2 minutes before we went on air.
Oh.
Oh, that's a cheeky one, isn't it?
How old is she?
And of course, we're in Manchester, so we have to
Manchester.
have a B, don't we? I'm loving that. George,
was
you should have
fun.
went for that. You should
That was
have went
fun.
for that one, George. Now, speak of the devil, given it's Halloween, and George is a devil in himself, we should head over to him to find out just how he's getting on with that pumpkin. So, George, how's it working out for you?
No, I quite haven't managed to do anything like the ones you've just shown me. but I have managed.
I thought as much. I thought as much.
I have managed to make a start on it. I've gone for a very simple design, as you can see. I've decided to capture the essence of Michael himself, as you can see.
My nose is not that
throughout the nose here.
Do you know
very
what, George?
delicately
That's
carved.
spot on.
Thank you. Might take it up full time. Become a full-time pumpkin carver, really. I don't know if we can get a nice
So you're
zoom
working on the
into
mouth
it.
at the minute?
Yeah, I'm currently.
He needs a good.
Working.
Are we going to get a beard,
And as you can see,
George?
it's really hard to because
Yeah.
we haven't got the best.
You need to. I think you need to get some of that gunk that you hadn't used earlier.
Smother it around the mouth.
Yeah, and just like
nice big
Look,
beard,
it's
haven't
quite a
you?
good bit. Not as good as mine, but
Just put it.
it's quite good.
Put it round here.
Oh, there we
somewhere.
go. He's doing a fantastic
Right.
job.
There we
We'll get
go.
a
Right,
shot of
George.
that again.
We'll carry on what you're doing, and
Beautiful.
we'll pop back. Oh, okay.
There you go.
You do you.
I'm loving that. So why didn't you go for? I thought you were going to go for the hour logo, George.
It has too many circles in the middle bit.
Yeah.
And I just thought
They're very block
I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna, I'm not even
you
gonna
have only got
try.
an hour with that, haven't you?
I'm not even going to try and attempt
Yeah.
the circles. To be fair, that's the
Well, I
only
think
reason.
you're doing a sterling
It is.
job.
Thank you
my
very
friend.
much.
Pretty good.
Thank you.
Pretty good.
Absolutely wonderful.
George, can you just shine a torch in there? Have you got a torch? We want to see what the light looks like coming through.
There we go.
Oh, it's gone spooky.
It's going well.
Spooky.
There we go.
Love that.
Loving it.
Isn't it?
Oh, that is just like me.
But it's not quite finished yet.
Not quite
George.
done. Hopefully it'll be finished
Yeah,
by the end
you've
of the
got
show. though.
6 minutes. to
6
get it
minutes.
finished.
Is that
6
it?
minutes. You
I
better
better
get
move on
that.
then, really.
You're doing a wonderful job though, George.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but like I say, it's not looking too much like me. Anyway, in
quite close.
Quite close, but not
Close.
quite. Now, last weekend in Manchester, there was a spectacular Halloween event like no other.
So we sent our Laura Burns along to check it out.
Halloween in the city, gathering over 30,000 people to Manchester's city centre for a weekend of spooky events.
Here today to attempt to break the world record for a fantastic cause.
Manchester's homeless charity Big Change has raised over £160,000, helping over 800 homeless people who are in need of financial support.
Hopefully to help with the homeless issue that's in Manchester, so it's a really good cause today.
The charity aims to provide sustainable long-term solutions, including practical items such as a deposit for a new home, a training course, clothes for a job interview, and much more. 650 people dressed as ghosts were needed to break the record.
Need to cram this area full of ghosts. Bring your sheets and join in the fun.
Mancunians weren't far behind the record as 521 ghosts rose to the occasion. But that didn't dampen people's moods, as performance from electronic musician Charlie Draper kept the spooky spirit.
What is your favourite part of Halloween?
Oh well, I think it has to be the costumes, everyone dressing up as their favourite horror characters.
Today, I am the gatekeeper.
The main stage screened Halloween family classics and episodes of CBeebies to entertain the little ones. The annual Halloween-inspired festival brought a weekend of spooky activities for all to enjoy. Laura Burns, reporting for Quays News.
Didn't that look fantastic? Now, Dan, I know you love a bit of a challenge.
You know me well.
Particularly a Halloween challenge. So I've got a cheeky little Halloween game for you to play on this laptop here.
Oh, God.
Now, all you have to do is, the point of the game is to kill the vampire by shooting the garlic at him.
Sounds easy.
So
Fingers crossed.
go ahead. It's pretty much self-explanatory. We've got it on the screen behind us here. It's a bit like one of those... Oh, we've lost it.
Oh.
We'll keep going.
I'll press start anyway.
Yes.
What am I doing? What have I done wrong? Oh, I've got it.
He's got it.
Right.
So,
what a lovely little vampire. So, apparently what I need to do...
No, you won't, you little...
So
click on this.
You need to click on that.
Yeah.
Fire the garlic at him.
And hope for the best. Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
here we go.
It's going.
It's
It's
bouncing.
going.
Oh,
am I going to get it first
Are we in for a
time?
winner?
Oh, sugar.
But there's never a loser on
We're going
the hour,
again.
So we're going to go
Am I
again.
going again? Oh, he died!
Oh.
He died. Maybe I won. Game over. Oh. Are we great? Shall I restart?
We'll go again. We'll
Let's
go again.
play
There's no prizes, but we'll
what's
go again.
What's happening with this? What's happening? Am I
Right.
not... What have I
Right.
done?
We're
Wait.
trying again. We're going to try and play this again.
Command R is what I'm being told through this magic earpiece.
Right, start game. We've got time for just one more.
Just one more? Let's
Can
go
you
quick.
get this vampire?
Should I go? I reckon low. Lower the better.
You know, I wouldn't be a very good vampire because I love garlic.
Oh, come on.
No!
That's gone in the same place, isn't it?
What are you watching,
Well,
buddy? You and garlic.
Sorry to say, you didn't win on either occasion.
I feel like a pat on the back. Pretty good.
You'll get that, but sadly, no more prizes.
I'm so disappointed.
I know.
I
But
so get that.
you did a very good
Should I?
job, given you've not done it before.
Oh, I've never done it before.
No.
And it's a very complicated game.
So we're going to check in for one last time with George with that pumpkin. How's it going, George? It's actually looking really, really good.
I've actually managed to finish it off in the last few minutes. I've added a cheeky hat to it.
Because I'm well known for my hats.
You are, aren't you, Michael?
Never seen you in a hat, man.
And then
No,
I've put some pumpkin stuff here, just some rubbish coming out of your mouth a bit there, Michael. I don't know if that's meant to mean anything, so...
Well, I like my food.
Oh, that is good.
Or are we dimming the lights? Let's get a closer look at that.
That's very spooky.
Spooky.
Have I done well for the hour then?
Yeah.
It's pretty good
Well,
for an
you've done
hour.
It is. It is.
You
Given you were given what? Four blunt knives and a spoon.
4 blunt knives and a spoon.
So you've done a really...
I hope
you've
the 4
captured
knives
my
were very
image
helpful.
perfectly.
Thank you. Yeah.
Really, really well.
Well, if you want, Michael, you can take this back
I will.
home
I'll
with you.
take it home.
Yeah, put it in front of your door.
tonight.
Get the
I will.
trick-or-treaters in.
Yeah, don't want to scare anybody off, though.
Well, you'll do that when you open the door, Michael.
Now, fantastic work, George. Sadly, though, we've reached the end of the show.
Oh, a huge thank you to everyone who's appeared on today's show.
Now, don't forget to check us out on Instagram. We are at uos.thehour, and we've done a little bit of an Instagram live on that.
Yeah,
too,
we have.
haven't we?
And we'll see you next week at Thursday at the same time.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.